Happy New Year, everyone. I am Chuck Smiley, the Hope Dealer, and I found this amazing video that I could not wait to share with you. This video is a short excerpt from the Sean Ryan Show podcast, hosted by the one and only Sean Ryan, who is a former Navy SEAL turned podcaster. His podcast has been a blessing to me because I love hearing about the stories of the veterans and entrepreneurs and believers that he has on his show. One of the believers he had on his show is a gentleman by the name of Strobel. Strobel is a investigative journalist and Harvard grad from law school who was not a believer at first, but his wife was converted and he later followed suit. And he actually wrote a powerful book called The Case for Christ. And if you have not read it, I strongly encourage you to check it out. Well, because of the holidays, Sean Ryan had him on his show and he asked him this popular question: who is Santa Claus? And so we're going to look at his response. Let's check it out.
I'm so glad you asked that. And the reason is I get so many emails from parents of young children saying, what do I tell my kids about Santa Claus? And my answer is, you can encourage let's play with it. It's okay to have fun with the idea of Santa Claus, to present him as a story, as a legend, as an idea, not real, but fun to think about and so forth. But then tell them about the real Santa Claus. The real Santa Claus was a guy named Nicholas, Saint Nick. He was born in 270 AD, and he was born in Myra, Turkey, and he became a Christian. He came from a wealthy family, and he became a bishop of an area on the coast of Turkey. And he was the most generous guy. Not only generous, but he was sensitive to, if I'm going to give you some money because you need it, I don't want to do it in a way to embarrass you. So he would often leave gifts on people's doorstep so they'd find it in the morning, or in a bush near their house or something, because he didn't want to embarrass them. He was a man of love and truth. His love was shown by his great generosity. But he was a man of truth. He was imprisoned by the Romans and tortured for his faith. In the year 325 AD, he was a member of the Council of Nicaea, where he fought the heretic Arius, who had heretical ideas, and was trying to convince people of heretical ideas. There's a legend that Nicholas actually slapped Arius across the face. That's probably not true. But he stood up for truth. He was a man of truth. And when he died and was martyred for his faith, I think it was on December the 19th, a tradition began of gift giving, because he was such a gift giver. That's what he loved. He gave away all his wealth. He was such a gift giver. And people, in remembrance of this Saint Nicholas, would give people gifts. Martin Luther was the one who said, let's not emphasize a saint. Let's move that gift-giving impulse to Christmas. It's only just a few days later, December 25th. And that's why we give gifts on Christmas Day, is because of Saint Nicholas and his gift-giving, and how Martin Luther kind of moved that to Christmas Day, just 6 days later.